Hello there, Internet. 29-year-old Weep here, and I got another MTG video for you guys today. And today we're gonna be playing some motherfucking Jund Dinos. In case you hear my voice coming off a little bit weird, I have a cold in the middle of summer, in July, to be precise. I have a cold, which is, I don't understand why, but I do, and it affects my voice, and, you know, my nose is running and all that, so in case, like I said, you hear me weird or whatever. And, having that said, you know, as you have been informed of my current health status, we are going to be playing some Jund dinosaurs. Now, this is not Gruul, this is Jund. Why we're playing Jund? Well, apparently because we have 4 copies of Rotten Regisaur. That just warrants us adding in a third color to this rather straightforward strategy. Now, I gotta preface this video by saying this deck is not mine. I'm gonna go ahead and give a big shout outs to, what was your name, sir? Boris. Boris is the actual builder of this particular deck, because I took this deck list out of an MTG Online 5.0 listing that was released this week. I gotta again preface this video by saying that just because a deck list makes it to the MTGO 5.0 listing doesn't mean the deck is even viable to begin with, because in order for a deck to make it to this list, it has to go 5.0 in MTG Online, and that can happen by pure luck, honestly. It can also be the result of a very skilled player just outplaying others and beating them with a lower tier deck, and sometimes, like I said, it's a fluke. So you can't really take it for granted and just think that this deck is all of a sudden viable and it should work against the top tier decks. But here we are to try it out in MTG Arena in the ladder and see if we can actually get some wins with this thing, which I think we will be able to, because even though our strategy is pretty straightforward, it can be pretty mean, pretty nasty with the right matchups and, of course, with the right draws. So what is this deck about? Well, it is very simple. We play dinosaurs, then we play bigger dinosaurs, then we play the alpha of them, and we give the other dinosaurs haste, and we play Galta, and we win. So yeah, that's basically what we're doing here. We got 3 new toys from Coreset 2020 in this sort of strategy, and those are, of course, Rotten Regisaur, which I've talked about earlier, which is the reason why we're going, Jund instead of Gruul. And on top of that, we got not only Shifting Ceratops, but also Marauding Raptor. Marauding Raptor is perhaps one of the most exciting cards for me out of Coreset 2020. I'm not a huge tribal fan in MTG. Like, I'm not like other players who really enjoy this sort of strategy or, archetype in Magic the Gathering, because in my opinion, tribal decks sometimes are rather uninteresting to build, deck building wise, because it's just, at its core, it's just slapping in a bunch of cards that share the same, type and trying to make it work, right? And it doesn't lead to the most intriguing sort of strategies, because a lot of times they're just like very aggressive styles, right? But dinosaurs do make a key exception for me, because dinosaurs are just very big creatures that just try to stomp the opponent and have ridiculous stats, and it's just hilarious. I love dinosaurs. I've loved dinosaurs since I was a kid. I was like, I don't know, 8 years old, and I would go to the forest by myself and act like I was a T-Rex, and then my parents would wonder if they should send me to a child psychologist, and I don't know, maybe they should have, but I really like dinos. I love Jurassic Park. I had all sorts of dino toys, and I guess that sentiment has stuck with me through the test of time. And I get excited playing dinosaurs in Magic the Gathering. And of course, Marauding Raptor is a card to be very excited about. Why? Because it's a 2-mana 2/3 that enables me to cast creatures for 1 mana less, and also has the ability of dealing damage to other creatures when they enter the board. Now, we don't have much synergy with this here, but we do have one card that does synergize with that, and that is Ripjaw Raptor, a 4-mana 4/5 with the Enrage ability, which triggers when it takes damage, enabling us to draw a card. Now, Ripjaw Raptor has risen in popularity lately. It got kind of forgotten for quite a while in Standard until Mono Red really established itself as a very powerful archetype, and then all of a sudden this bird, because dinosaurs are birds apparently, appeared in the sideboards of many decks, and also was starting to see some usage in main decks as well, and has proven itself to be quite the efficient 4-drop, which is cool and sad at the same time, because we are going to be seeing Ripjaw Raptor go away through rotation rather soon. So I guess, these are its last few months to truly shine in Standard MTG, and I'm a big fan of this card personally. We have what can I say, really? Like Regisaur Alpha into a bunch of big boy dinos and Rotten Regisaur to just have like a very cheap 7/6 with potential haste to smack at our opponents. On top of that, we have a very interesting sideboard here. Like, that's what really intrigues me about this deck specifically. The sideboard, because we have triple dress, 2 Veil of Summer, 2 Fry, 1 extra collision colossus, 3 flame sweeps, 3 thrashing Brontodons, and 1 Carnage Tyrant. As you can see, this sideboard is very geared towards improving the matchup versus Esper decks, as we have Fry to deal with their Teferis and their Narsets. We also have Veil of Summer to counter Thought Erasure or single target removal. And then, of course, we have Duress to dispatch their hand, because we are incorporating black onto our deck, so we may as well be running the likes of Duress in the sideboard, right? So the sideboard really makes what seems to be like a very straightforward deck, it makes it very interesting, because I really want to see if I can play or pilot this correctly in a best of 3 scenario, and that's what we're going to do. I have no prior experience with this particular build, but we're going to hop onto Diamond Ranked. I haven't played in the last few days, so I'm still in Diamond. And we're going to play some best of 3 with this. And we're going to see if we can actually win our games and get a good sideboard game plan going on versus all sorts of different matchups. So without further ado, I'm going to put on the headphones, because I can't really do intros with the headphones because I don't hear myself as well. And it kind of like throws me off for the intro. I don't know why. But yeah, we're going to put that on and we're going to hop onto traditional ranked, aka man's magic. And we're going to play with some good old Jundinos. Best of 3, baby. And see if we do well. Hopefully I don't... I think the hardest thing, obviously, for this session for me is going to be like getting the sideboard game plan right. Because I did say that, you know, just because a deck makes it to 5-0 and MTG Online, it could be a fluke. But at the same time, a lot of times it's not. You know, it's the combination of a good player and a rather unique deck that people don't really know how to play against as well, because they're not used to it. So, yeah. Hopefully I can do this cool deck justice. And we're going to go first, naturally. You know, spoilers, going first in Magic is a pretty good thing. And unfortunately, we have a 1-lander, which we cannot keep. Even though we have a commune with dinosaurs here, we have 1 Rootbound Crack. If this was like a stomping ground, I would actually consider keeping this, but unfortunately I cannot, so I'm gonna keep this hand. It's still 2 check lands, which really sucks, but at least I think I'm going to take away the Collision Colossus for now. But at least, you know, if I don't find a shock land here, then I can go for Commune with Dinosaurs, as we see Temple of Mystery. So this could be Nexus. This could easily be Nexus. Alright, let's go Commune with Dinosaurs. Let's try to find a... Oh my god. Well, we have the Alpha. We don't really need the... Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll take the Marauding Raptor. And... hopefully that means I'll be drawing into a land. Oh my god! I went for the I went for the yeah. I was so convinced I was gonna find a land. Well, easy. Magic is easy, boys. I'm gonna lead off with the Odapek Huntmaster, because if I play the Odapek after Marauding Raptor, it'll die. Because Marauding Raptor will kill it. That could be a Growth Spiral. Oh! I misclicked. Good for me. I misclicked. God damn it. Alright. I missed on 2 damage there, and also I missed on just creating a creature, which is just... It just sucks. I missed on a lot there. I cry every goddamn time. Anyways, I'm gonna play, no. The auto tap is funny sometimes. I'm gonna attempt to play the Marauding Raptor. And now I can play the Ripjaw Raptor. Look at this beauty, though. Look at this beauty. I get to draw a card, and I can give haste to, I guess the... That misplay was, in fact, calculated BM. I don't know what we're facing. I saw Bant. I saw Bant. It could be Nexus, though. It could easily be Nexus. I think maybe some Duresses could put in the... But I think, honestly, I think what I'm just going to do is I'm going to slap in the Brontodons. I'm going to take out some Ron Regisaurs. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm just going to take out some Ron Regisaurs for thrashing Brontodons instead because I'm facing Bant, right? So that means he could very easily have enchantment sort of removal. I'm going to keep everything else the way it is. I mean, you know, if it ain't broken, don't fix it, right? So I think we're fine. I still don't know exactly what we're facing. It could be Bant Nexus. It could be Bant Midrange. It could be Nisa Bant Ramp, which is what I'm expecting it to be. Which, you know, may encourage me to play Duress. But I don't know if I want Duress in any other matchup that's not, like, Esper control. I don't know. Like, I need to... like, I think... I need to confirm that Duress is indeed very key here. I want to keep the Collision Colossus because seeing white means he could easily be playing Lyra. And this is a keeper, boys. This is actually like a hand with shock lands and check lands, and it's just very exciting because we actually get to, you know, curve out. And I'm already loving Raptor into... Oh, wait. Uh-oh. I just realized. I don't have a second source of green mana. So I actually need to draw into like a forest or something. Interesting. I wonder if he actually like has a counter spell here. I mean, Growth Spiral? That has to be Growth Spiral, right? Okay.
If you show remorse, I'll show restraint.
Well, I mean, he's playing Bant. He's definitely playing Teferi. But... okay. So I'm gonna play Otapek into Raptor. Now my dinos are like super cheap to play. Kefnet. But the problem is I don't have the green mana. I actually like I can't play a single I cannot play a single dinosaur in my hand because pro plays. God, I'm good at this game. Damn. Well, how many sources of green mana do I mean, at this point, I want to, like, actually know what he's about. Like, I want to see more of his deck. Definitely happy to have Collision Colossus because, you know, Kefnet is a thing here.
Might be a bad idea.
Okay. I mean, he could very easily have a Frilled Mystic at this point. I'm going to play Ripjaw Raptor, though. Attempt to, at least. And, okay, that's good. I could give one of these two haste. But... sorry, I could give this one haste, but do I really want to trade with that, is the question. I don't think I do. Especially because I can easily draw into a Collision Colossus. I mean, obviously, like, the more I leave that Kefnet on the board, the more dangerous it is. Alright, so that's a pretty cool deck my opponent's playing. Happy I didn't bring in the Duress. Teferi is obviously annoying. You can bounce back something here. But next turn,
I've got it.
Next turn, I could play Galta. Next turn, I could play Galta. And I could start getting some serious damage going on here. Alright, we're definitely going with I mean, if we attack with all these, he blocks here. He goes up to 21, which means... Okay, so he goes up to 21 by blocking this. I deal 12, which makes him drop to 9. Then I have a total of 11 damage, which means he just needs to block one of these. And if he blocks one of these, then he just kills me. Which just makes me like, the reality is I put him down here. He can return something to my hand, but it doesn't stop me from just
That's more like it.
It doesn't stop me from being able to haste on him, basically. He goes up to 9. And now, like, it's very simple. I don't think I quite have him. Well, it depends. But if he has a counter here, okay, he has a counter. Well, I made a mistake then. I should have double Galta. Yep, that was a mistake. I got complacent there. I should have played double Galta. Maybe if I played double Galta, I could have had him. Maybe if I played double Galta, I could have indeed had him. We definitely want the other Collision Colossus here. Perhaps. I don't think Brontodon is as necessary. I think Ron Regisar can be good. Maybe a 2-2 split will be nice. And we'll keep it like that. Yeah, I definitely derped there. Because I could have played Galta, having counter the Galta, and then play another Galta. And I think, I have to do the math there, but maybe I had him. I think I may have had him. Because, yeah, unless he has like another way to deal with the other Galta. So I probably threw the game there, unfortunately. I'm going to keep this hand. Because I have a turn 1 Commune with Dinosaurs. And then double Odapek. So I can search for something like a Rootbound Crag. It's risky, but we're going to go with it. We definitely got to take the Stomping Ground. Well, we don't have to, but we need the red. We could have taken the Dragon Skull Summon, but I'd rather have like 2 sources of green mana. That's more important. It's by far more important. Let's drop Odapek Huntmaster. And this is the matchup where we want the Shifting Ceratops, because you cannot target it with the Fairy. Can't be countered. Can't beat the Fairy, bitch. That feels good. Like I don't have to worry. I don't have to worry about the Fairy coming in and bouncing this thing back. That's glorious. All right, Cutthroat. I've taken quite a bit of damage with my Shocklands here. All right, he's just gonna attack. We got the Collision Colossus. We got to be very mindful with this though. Ooh boy. Do we want to Marauding Raptor? No, we want to Odapec Huntmaster, right? I mean, if we Marauding Raptor, we could give it haste. But I don't think we need to do that. I think we just drop Odapec Huntmaster here. Okay, let me think for a second. If we attack with the Shifting Ceratops, you could have another Cutthroat here to trade with my Odapec. And that's no bueno. But I can always react to that. He could also have a. Well, I'm gonna attack with these two. I'm gonna play Odapec. He could very easily have a counter. He does. Yep. He's still attacking, which is interesting. Like, you're close to dead, buddy. I mean, I could go for lethal here, but I really doubt my opponent has. Okay, I'm gonna attack with this. Okay. Settle the wreckage. Definitely wasn't expecting Settle the Wreckage. That's obviously very dangerous because having to play around that all the time is super spooky, but having to deal with this is not super spooky. I'm lacking like more. He keeps on attacking. The madman, the actual madman. If I play this next turn. Okay, so if I play this next turn, that's 4, 6. That's so close to killing him. That's actually so close to fucking killing him. I can collision that. I can kill that, and now if I draw into a land here, I mean no, I just kill him. I have Regisaur Alpha. I was thinking about Marauding Raptor. I'm wondering. He was like very reckless, like very confident in the fact that he would yeah. GG, buddy. Get dinoed! Get dinoed. Yeah, some slip-ups here and there. I think I actually could have won game 2 if I baited out the counter. My opponent played a little bit too aggressively with Merfolk. I guess he felt like he was in a race. But with threatening cards like Settle the Wreckage, I'm not just going to dive in. You know, like I think he could have played a little bit more defensively, potentially. And I just got like, I got a bunch of gems. I don't know why. Oh, the mastery system, yeah. People have been complaining about that, huh? When people ask me about those things, I'm just kind of like, I just don't know much about it. I just dwell into the gameplay aspect of things, and that's basically where I just focus all my attention. So I don't have a strong opinion towards the mastery system because it's not something I particularly care too much about. But that I know that's just me. Because I'm a YouTuber and I'm going to spend my time in this game anyways, right? But I understand, you know, people's issues with that. We're going to have to mulligan this. Just once I'd like to have a hand with like no check lands, man. What the fuck? Well, we're going first, which is good news. Bad news is we're not gonna be able to actually play our cards on curve because our entire hand is full of check lands, and we're facing mono red. All right, or maybe we are. It just bounced back in my hand. All right. Marauding Raptor turn 2. We actually do need this to live, otherwise we don't have a turn 2 play. That works. Collision Colossus. Alright, let's just try to outmuscle him. He's like, the fuck? Let's drop a Rootbound Crag and what will we discard? I guess we can discard a Dragon Skull Summit. This Rotten Regisaur makes for a fantastic blocker though. I think we can afford to drop the... I mean, we do want the Brontodon as a blocker. I guess I'll drop the land. Monsieur Otepec. I mean, Otepec is something that we can drop as well. I'm gonna be aggressive because that's what I gotta do. I could give this like trample and such, but I don't think. I mean, I may as well. No, I want to play the thing. Okay. I didn't. I actually won with Ryan Regisaur versus Mono Red. That's hilarious. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, that worked out. That was swell. I think I'm gonna take in some flame sweeps though, especially now that we are on the draw. Oh my god, that's too good. I don't know about Otepec the Huntmaster. I mean, Collision Colossus was pretty damn good there. But I think maybe. I mean, I want to keep the Rotting Regisaur. But I do want to add in Flame Sweeps. And I do want to add in some Brontodons here as well. I think Shifting Ceratops can go. Though Shifting Ceratops can be good. I think I'm better off with some Thrashing Brontodons instead. Because I want to be able to have these key turn 3 plays. While also keeping Galata's win condition. We can drop down one of these and one Oda. I mean, Otepec's aren't really good here. I'd rather keep the Collision Colossus and drop Otepec down to 2. Because Otepec just kind of like dies every time. So let's keep it like this. I think taking out the Ceratops though is pretty key. Because I'd rather have it a bit of a quicker curve. Like, a 4-mana 5/4 isn't bad against mono red, but it's also not amazing because it dies to Lava Quill anyways. So at 4 mana, I want to be doing stuff like, you know, this. And I'm actually going to keep this hand because I have an AoE sweeper at turn 3. And I have a turn 4 Raptor. So, you know, I don't have turn 1 or turn 2 plays, but from turn 3 onwards, we're doing pretty good. Unfortunately, if he plays... Okay, I was worried about like a turn 2 Steamkin and then having that Steam King out of my range. Alright, we're gonna drop another Dragon Skull Summit, and then we're gonna follow it up with an Unclaimed Territory with a potential sweep onto his board. That's fantastic. I guess this is, I mean, I can always preserve this in case he drops something else and tries to, like, haste me down. Booyah. Bitch! Oh, come on now, buddy. You thought I wouldn't... Oh my god. This is murder. This is just cold-hearted murder. Alright, I gotta play Ripjaw Raptor now on a clean board state at 17 health versus Mono Red. I'm just gonna go ahead and say, well, okay. Didn't expect fight with fire, but we still get a 2-for-1 trade there. So that was like the worst case scenario, and we're still pretty good out of it. Next turn, we can drop the Brontodon. And we can't really commune with dinosaurs just yet, but we're looking pretty good here. If he has an experimental frenzy, we can just destroy it. And we're going to try to just stomp him down. Play, you know, good old Regisaur Alpha next turn. Oh my god, he got nuked. He got nuked. So he thought he could bring the Legion of War Boss. Why are you bringing Legion of War Boss against dinosaurs, period? I'm gonna have blockers anyways. Alright, yeah. Just gonna play this. And I'm gonna get attacking. Defense is for the weak. We don't care if we're facing mono red aggro, we're smorking. Alright. We do not mind. Bird is fine. So if I play Galta here, he can... I mean, there's no reason not to just play Galta and smork him with it. Keep these two in the back in case my one has some crazy burst. Just playing it like super safe. Because I have no reason not to. Like, I could attack with Regisaur Alpha and Brontodon, but he could have a shock and trade these two, and I don't want him trading that. Experimental Frenzy with Runaway Steamkin is one of the ways my opponent actually runs away with this game. We have to hope that he doesn't go bananas on me. There we go. That was a little bit scary because with another Steamkin on the board, he could actually just start chaining and chaining. Like we've seen mono reds get like the nut draw with the double Steamkin and the experimental frenzy. Like he could have just gone like close to infinite there if he has like the right draws. Obviously, once he finds another land, it stops, right? Like I wasn't. Yeah, it's more likely than not that he's not going to be able to go off immediately with that. But it's spooky. Whenever you see that, it's certainly spooky. And, yeah, we're 35 minutes into it. I think, you know, that's enough, at least for a first video. That was pretty efficient, actually. We climbed. Like, I didn't play this deck prior, and we actually climbed. I didn't get to showcase the anti-Esper side of the sideboard, but it's definitely there, you know, with Veil of Summer, Duress, and, you know, with the 4 main deck shifting Ceratops. But it was pretty neat. I like this deck list a lot. I love how Rod and Regisaur like actually won us a game against Mono Red. That was pretty nice. Fun deck for sure. Let me know in the comments if you want to see this bad boy more, and let me know if you want to see more videos like this of me just like live recording instead of like picking off games from my streams. Though I always mix it up in that sense. But yeah. That's all I gotta say, man. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Have a soul day. Stay tuned for daily MTG content from your favorite fake Brazilian card boy. And I gotta stop saying that because people are actually going to reference me as that. And I don't know if that's a good thing. But yeah, freaking love you. Have a soul day. Subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow.